Hello friends! Just trying to adjust my ring light really fast and then we'll get started. So when you pop on, go and let me know where you're watching from. Say hello. I'm gonna go ahead and share my shopping link right here in the comments. And I'm actually gonna pin the link straight to the deal that we're gonna be kind of talking about the most, which is honestly like the biggest savings that you could have for a lot of this foundation and the products that I'll be using. So I figured I'd give you the best link. All right, let me turn down this ring light. Lighting is super odd today, maybe because of my shirt, but we'll go ahead and get started when everyone's here. Hello Vanessa. Hi guys, welcome. Okay, so I labeled in the description of this kind of what we were going to be going over, but if you haven't seen yet, the Kudos this month is really great. So you're going to get the any foundation of your choice, any liquid eyeshadow, you get 2 of these of your choice, and then any lip product, whether you want the lip gloss, lip stain, crushed powder lipstick, regular lipstick, liquid lipstick, sky's the limit, any product, any lip product. So any lipstick, 2 eyeshadows, any foundation of your choice, and any blush or the lip exfoliator. So you get to choose between those 2. So it's super duper customizable, which I really love. I love a good Kudos that's like customizable, especially when it's like core products, meaning that these are like products that have been around for a long time, which these are. So they're perfect if you have been using and loving the products. So then you can like really stock up and save, you know what I mean? So I linked the upgraded Kudos here. If you wanted the cheaper one, you can. So the upgraded Kudos is $99, but the other Kudos is $77, but you're not going to get the foundation. So honestly, it's worth the $22. 22, right? Yeah, $22. Because normally the foundation's $39. So might as well get the upgrade and save some more money. Okay, so I can't decide if I like the ring light or not. All right, I think that's good. Thank you. So it's just like a sweater. I'll link my outfit over on my Instagram stories as soon as I get off here. Same with my little necklace, my ring, all of that. So, yeah. All right. So super important if you are using the liquid foundation is to shake it up. So it will change the consistency of it if you're not shaking it up. So if you're not loving the coverage for any reason, I would really recommend that you're making sure that you're shaking up your foundation. It can make a really big difference actually. So squeezing the topper like that can shoot the product back into the bottle, and then you want to shake like this. So it's mixing up all of that consistency, so it's going to actually make your foundation look and appear more full coverage. Does it have to be liquid? Nope. You can get the stick, you can get the BB Flawless, you can get the pressed powder. So any foundation, which I love when they do that with the pressed powders, because it's such a good deal, because by the time that you've run out of product from your liquid, you're probably ready for a restock on your powder, vice versa. So I really love this Kudos this month. So like I said, any foundation, whether you want the BB Flawless, Liquid Touch, pressed powders, and I use 2 pressed powders in my everyday routine. Not the spray foundation because it's not in stock until March. Diane, I linked all of those outfits on my Like It to Know It. So if you haven't yet looked at this, I'll go ahead and leave the link right here. I usually link all of my outfits right there. Like It to Know It / or Like to Know It / Ray of Hope is where you can find most of my outfits. I try to always link most of my clothing there. Awesome. Yes, I just gave you guys an update on the house. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do so. My name on there is Rhea Hope, and I give you guys updates on fashion, makeup, hair, everything, all the things. Sorry about my liquid shadows. Oh my gosh, you just means you can get 2 more, girlfriend. There's so many awesome colors. I did the shade Reverent the other day, which was a really pretty kind of light pink. And then today we're going to use the shade Ornate, which is a really gorgeous bronzy eye. So who loves a good bronzy eye? I should see so many hands up because I really love. I just don't really love doing them because it takes a lot of time, but not no more. So I'm going to show you my favorite way to apply like a really gorgeous like bronzy eye, and it's going to be super duper fast. My eyebrows, I just go to the nail salon. Does it bother you guys living by the freeway? No, my husband actually grew up by the freeway, so he prefers the like white noise, and I find it soothing. So no, we love it. Oh, no worries. Waiting for your live today. Yay! Awesome, Jamie. Congrats. Yes, so this is my new closet office. Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, we moved into a house that has 4 bedrooms, so my husband stays home, so I'm the one that needs the office. And I just realized I didn't put my rings on today. No wonder I feel so naked. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to use my Liquid Touch foundation. We're going to use the shade Lace today, and I use about that much on top just to start off with. But I love this Liquid Touch because it really gives amazing coverage super quickly and really lightly. Doesn't feel like you're wearing a lot of coverage. Doesn't feel heavy. Doesn't feel like you're wearing a mask. It's really, really nice. So if you're looking for something a little more natural, the Liquid Touch foundation would be a really good option for you. So it goes on liquid, dries into kind of like a powdery finish. But if you wanted something more like hydrating, you could even do the BB Flawless, which is part of the Kudos too. So you can choose either or. Or if you're wanting full coverage, like I really love full coverage, you can actually mix the two together, the BB Flawless and Liquid Touch. And I've done that in a lot of tutorials. I'll make sure to do that this week to show you guys how to do that. Yay! Hi, Kristen. I figured as much considering you bought a house by the freeway. Yeah, I know. Some things that bother others are like zen for other people, you know? But, you know, we like it. We love it. And I'm sure our kids will love it too because they both sleep with sound machines. We're like a household of what's that like sound thing that like people, it's like some people love the sound of people chewing and then other people like despise it. You know what I mean? ASMR? Is that how you say it? I forget. There's like all videos on it and stuff. But no, we love it. Do you ever just go without makeup? Oh my gosh, yes. I go without makeup probably more times than I wear makeup, which is funny because this is what I do for a living. Like I haven't worn makeup since the last time I was live. And I was live 3 days ago. But no, our skincare has really allowed me to be able to wear no makeup confidently. There used to be a time when I wouldn't leave the house without even just a little concealer on because I was so insecure with my dark circles. If there's anybody out there that's like that, yes, ASMR. That's what I was talking about. If there's anyone else out there that you like can't or won't leave the house without makeup on, you need to message me today because I'm going to help you with your skincare because that is what the issue was for me. And I needed to drink more water. So drinking more water and skincare, I'm telling you, you'll be able to leave the house confidently without makeup on. And the better your skin looks, the better your makeup's going to look. So it's a win-win, honestly. So, anywho, message me for any help with that. All right, so that's like a second layer. I love super duper full coverage, but you can already see how stunning this is. And I got my lips done yesterday, so I have like a little bit of bruising. Can't even see it through that, which is amazing. So if you have sunspots, acne scars, dark circles, things like that that are really difficult to cover, that is going to be amazing. Just the Liquid Touch. That's all that I'm wearing right now, which is crazy. So now I'm going to use just a teeny tiny bit more, just as an excuse to be able to go in with my blending buds. So these guys are so important. Amy, blending buds for you. No, it's not a Kendra Scott. Isn't that crazy? This is by Lavender Blue. I'll give you all the links to like that outfit and my jewelry and stuff over on my Instagram story. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, Susan. How long does it usually take your starter kit to arrive? Usually 3 to 5 business days, but it can just depend with this weather, especially since it's like snowy and rainy. And we're based in Utah. So if you live on the never eat shredded wheat West Coast, yeah, that's right. I'm 31 and I still do that. Then it ships from Utah. But if you live on the other coast, then it ships over there. That's awesome. What do they put in your lips? I do Juvederm. I do 1 full syringe. I went over like all of the questions and answers and all the behind the scenes and all of that yesterday on my Instagram story. So those are still up if you want to catch the replay on that. I never get my blending buds to work right. Seems to take off all my makeup. What am I doing wrong? Make sure that you're squeezing them underneath the water. That can be really helpful. It's extremely helpful actually. So make sure you're using them damp. And then also move quickly. So bounce, 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 not kind of pushing. If you're doing it that way, it could take off your makeup, I guess. So just move very briskly. So, and you don't need to push super hard. So just kind of let the blending bud do the magic. But honestly, this makes such a huge difference, especially if you have really large pores, because it's gonna, I've been hanging out with my southern friends too often. It's the second time I've done that. 2 days in a row. Little southern accent. Now I'm going to take my concealer. This is the Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza. But like I was saying about the blending buds, if you have large pores, it is so amazing. It's going to push the product into place rather than just buffing it on top, which helps to kind of place it over your pores rather than just letting it like seep in. Also, something super important if you have large pores or a lot of fine lines and wrinkles is your pre-makeup routine. I always ask you guys what your pre-makeup routine is when anyone messages me with any issues with their makeup, because usually the solution can be found with that. The pre-makeup routine I have, I swear by, and I know a lot of you guys do too. As soon as you've tried it, I've gotten messages from you guys being like, oh my god, it's the best. And it truly is the best. So what I do, let me find my primer. I know I said it somewhere. Sometimes I like find it in the kitchen because I'm just like, whatever. So pre-makeup routine, setting spray, touchable hold translucent setting spray. Then I put on my primer wherever that is. So I apply about a little bigger than a little bit smaller actually than a dime-sized amount on my finger, and I dot it all over my face, and then I'll just kind of buff it in like this and then push. So, and then let it set for like 2-3 minutes, and that gives the primer enough time to kind of fall down into your epidermis. Sounds super smart right now. And then then you're going to spray with the setting spray. Spraying with the setting spray before and after the primer is the key. I find that it really not only sets your face for the primer, but it sets your primer for your makeup, you know? So anyway, that's just something I kind of figured out with trial and error of different products, different routines, different things. So if that doesn't work for you, try something new. Try, just setting spray or just primer or primer setting spray or whatever. Try the different things, the different routines, and see what works for you best. Awesome! Thank you for being here, Stefan. It was so nice to meet you. For dry skin, BB or liquid is better. For dry skin, I would either say the stick foundation or the BB Flawless. You can also mix, which I'm like a huge fan of mixing foundations. I always have. Even before I used Unique, I used to mix different foundations together. And I always loved it. So I would do Liquid Touch mixed with the BB Floss mixed with the Liquid Touch. Or you could even try just the stick. Lots and lots of options. So message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. Yes, the blending buds are so important. So important for everyone. My mom is in her late 50s and she swears by them. I remember the first time that she used them, she called me and she's like, my makeup looks so smooth. She was like so happy, so pleasantly surprised. So blending buds really do make a huge difference. And they're only $17 and you get two. You get the large and the small. And they last I think I usually have mine like a year and a half. And you're just going to wash them. I love using this laundry detergent bar. It's called Zote, Z-O-T-E. It's a pink laundry detergent bar. You can get it at Walmart. It's 99 cents. And you'll just use it like as a washboard underneath running warm water. All right, so now all over my face, I have on this guy right here. This is the Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder. I always rave about this if you have oily skin or you live somewhere where it's really humid or you work around food, because what it does is it draws out those natural oils or the grease or the humidity or whatever, and it absorbs it. So instead of those elements pushing against your foundation, making you look super greasy or oily or just make your makeup come off, it's going to absorb it and basically trap it. So the only reason that you wouldn't want to use that is if you have dry skin, and I like to remove it with my fan brush by Unique. It's really gentle, really flexible, so it allows you to kind of sweep away the product without moving around your concealer or your foundation. Unless your cat gets a hold of them. Or your dog. I've heard a lot of people being like, my dog got a hold of my blending buds. Which Tucker actually got one once. And I was like, I feel you guys. I now know what you mean. Okay, so da-da, that's the setting powder. So that's going to absorb any of those natural oils. So if you work somewhere where you have like really long hours, like my nurses, where my nurse is at, that's a really good product to use like in your T-zone. Or if you have to wear a mask, again, my nurses or my dental hygienists, where you at? If you wear a mask, that's also something that you can kind of put in those areas to absorb or kind of protect your makeup from your masks. So something to try. All right, so now for my under eyes. Who out there hates when your under eyes crease? That's me. I despise it. And I spent what seemed like forever trying to find a routine that prevents my under eyes from creasing. That kind of like made them stop creasing without making them look cakey or heavy or like I was wearing a lot of powder under there. And this is the best product I found so far. So this is the Mineral Touch Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Scarlet. So this is the lightest shade, and like I said, you can get it on sale in the Kudos. So I linked the products down there. So you can get the upgraded Kudos, which allows you to pick a foundation as well. And you can choose any liquid, powder, BB Flawless, whatever. So I'm going to take a dry blending bed. And I'm just going to kind of tap this underneath my eye, just like that. And we're going to stick to that kind of triangle shape because this shape, instead of just sticking to underneath your eye, is going to elongate your under eye, making your cheek structure look more defined. And it also kind of we're playing with like the illusions here. So it gives the illusion that you don't have like an under eye. So, or like a sunken in under eyes if you're like me. So elongating that area is always really helpful for kind of playing around with your bone structure. And then again, fan brush, because you don't want it to look super heavy. You just want it to sit very lightly, just like that. So not only does it highlight, which is very flattering, makes you look more youthful, makes your under eyes look brighter, whiter, more wide awake, but also helps to kind of conceal those dark circles as well. Spray foundation is included? No, spray foundation is not included. It's not going to be in stock until March-ish, except if you're the shade Satin or darker. Those shades are still in stock, but are not included in the Kudos. I wish there was a lighter color in Scarlet. I'm so pale, so I don't get awesome brightness like you do. So Miranda, message me because you could probably use the Unique line. So we have two types of pressed powders. This one is my favorite. It's the Mineral Touch line, which is a little bit thinner of consistency and a little more neutral undertone. The Unique one, so like I said, there's two. There's a Unique pressed powder, and that one seems to be more yellow undertone and a little thicker of coverage. But the lightest shade, I'm spacing on the name of it, Cam or Crepe, I think, is a little bit lighter than Scarlet. So worth a try. Oh my God, Nicole Huntsman's here. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, okay, so after that, now let's like even out our coverage. So we're going to use the same thing, Mineral Touch Pressed Powder, but we're going to use it in the shade Taffeta, and this is going to blend everything out because you can see a lot of the discoloration still. This not only is going to bump up your coverage, but it's also going to just kind of melt everything back together. Loose powder foundations tend to be less yellow tinted versus the pressed. No, those seem to be a little bit more yellow undertone in my opinion, but if you love the loose powder foundation, like my girls who love loose powder, love our loose powder. So if you're a big loose powder fan of foundation, you love ours. And it also is included in the Kudos as well. All right, so we're going to apply our pressed powder with just a gigantic kabuki brush. And we're just going to tap this all over. Never caught you live. Awesome, Raquel. Welcome. Yes, this brush is life. It's not by Unique. You just need to message me and I can give you the direct link to it. But this is my favorite way of applying our pressed powder because it covers a large area. So you're actually using less product, so it helps your products last a little bit longer, but it also is applying it much more like airbrushed versus something with like that sponge where you're kind of caking it on rather than kind of dusting it on. So this is incredible for applying your coverage, especially if you're prone to looking cakey, because I know there's some skin types that just are. So try this guy and see how just beautiful and light and airy that coverage is. Still, you can see your skin underneath doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup, but it still gives you that super porcelain doll like finish. Message me for the link to this, Kathy, and I can give it to you. You need a link for the brush. Alyssa, message me. So when I get off these lives, my comments like all disappear. So I can't see it. Hi, Auntie. So just message me and I can give you a link to it. What is purple? I think I missed a question. Okay, so now for contouring. I'm gonna show you guys the easiest contour ever. You're watching, I'm loving your tips. Awesome, thank you, Dee. Make it always looks cake no matter what I do. So Laura Lee, there are some people who are like that. So message me and I'll give you some tips and tricks on how to kind of avoid that. I try to when I'm live, but I know there's just so much information that I could and will say. So sometimes it gets lost in between. But for my girls who are more cakey prone, you're going to want to use products like the BB Flawless. It's very light on your skin and something a little bit more moisturizing. You're also going to want to make sure that you're using like the exfoliating face mask and the brightening face mask. Oh, my status got it. Yes. Just can't get the right shade of powder. I wear tulle in liquid and spray. So Robin, you'd probably want the shade Velour in the pressed powder, which is very odd, I know. But I've been playing with this makeup. It'll be 4 years on the 20th, 22nd, 21st, around there. 4 years with Unique. It's crazy. Longest job I've ever had. It's true. And I feel like I joined like yesterday. It's crazy. But anyway, so I've had a long and very successful 4 years figuring out the best combinations for skin tone and skin type. So as you see, I use a lot of different colors. So I use lace in the liquid, organza in my concealer, taffeta in my powder, hermosa in my bronzer. I'm like all over the place. But that's what equals out to my undertones to my skin. Everybody is different. I very hardly ever have a customer who's velour across the board or the shade organza across the board. It's usually you're kind of mix and matched for colors that equal out to your skin tone. So sometimes I will most of the time, I'll recommend something for liquid and another shade for powder and you think, oh, I'm just going to get the liquid. Then you message me and you're like, it doesn't match. I'm like, I know, because you needed this color to go on top of this color to equal your color. Does that make sense? Hi, Megan. So listen to Mama Rhea. Let me help you. Message me a selfie facing a window. All you have to do is look out a window, snap that selfie, send it to me. You can be wearing makeup. You can be wearing no makeup. Does not matter. You can be in the car. Doesn't matter where this window is. Just be facing it. Thank you, Anne. All right, so now Hermosa Beachfront Bronzer, and this guy right here is the key to contouring. This is called the Tapered Blusher Brush. You can find it right here, pinned in my comments. RheaHopeBeauty.com is my website. You're going to start from the top of the ear, working to the corner of the mouth. And you're just going to draw. You're going to kind of swipe, back and forth, turn it. And then you're just going to kind of go over that in a circular motion. And this is going to soften that area up. And what it does is it's going to not only warm up your complexion, so it's not going to make you look so washed out, but it's also going to really define your cheekbones. Awesome, Lisa. I will message you back as soon as I get off. So it not only defines your face, warms up your complexion, but it also is going to make your under eye look brighter. It's very, very flattering, very easy. And if you are new at contouring, so you want something a little bit even more kind of softer on your skin, you can use the shade Sunset, which is the lightest shade. And then forehead, I just kind of follow the natural hairline, and I focus it on the temples. And I don't go beneath my eyebrows. It's all personal preference how you want to do it. But essentially, you think like E and a 3 is how you contour. Oh, Megan, you got to get art brushes. They're so good. They're so good, and they last forever. I remember before I was with Unique, I would get new brushes every Christmas because I'd had to. I've had the same brushes, I'm not kidding you, since I joined. So 4 years, I've had the same brushes, and they hold up so well. They wash really well. They don't shed. They're amazing. And there's brush sets, so you can do like a face set, an eye set, an all set, or just buy them individually. Yay! Hi, Susan. All right, so now for your jawline, this is a good tip if you are a little bit older and you're experiencing when you're like, when your cheek starts to droop a little bit. Totally normal, happens with age. This is how we can kind of hide it. So you're going to take that same brush, tapered blusher brush, and you're going to follow that jawline, and you're just going to sweep it like this. You don't want to go, unless you have like a square jaw, then you can kind of doing it. Good. But you can just kind of just stop right here where your mouth is. This area, just like that. It's gonna create this kind of shadow that's gonna hide that illusion that your cheeks are drooping a little bit. So it's all playing with shadow. You can even do it to your collarbones. So you can kind of pop it out, pop that color out, and then you can kind of do a little shadow underneath. So it makes it look like you're, I don't know, even skinnier. If you have collarbones. So then I can kind of dust down. I mean, you could put it anywhere. Aw, thanks, Amy. I wash my makeup brushes with this laundry detergent bar called Zote, Z-O-T-E. And then for your nose, I just squeeze the brush, and then I'll just run it down the sides of your nose, just like this. And this is going to thin out your nose. Now, if you have a longer nose and you don't want a longer nose, you can go underneath. So wherever you kind of want to alter the shape of your face, you can with the bronzer. So again, beachfront bronzer, and we use the tapered blusher brush is what it's called. All right, so now for blush to give us some warmth back to our face. And this, you guys, comes in the Kudos, which I'm so stoked it's back in stock. This is my favorite blush. It's called the shade Sisterly. It's the best blush, hands down. Did you get the 41 boxes put away? I did. Yes, it took a really long time. Really long head. I hear your voice in my head when I do my makeup. Oh my god, I love that. That's so funny. All right, so now for blush. Smile. And you're going to take the blusher brush. This is just a normal one. It's fluffy, it's angled, it's perfect for a blush. And again, we're taking the shade Sisterly, and you're just smiling. And then you're going to tap this on, sticking closer to the bronzer, and then work up to the hairline, just like that. And look at that, you guys. How pretty is that blush? Just simply gives you this really pretty flushed color. It lifts up your bone structure. It gives you this really pretty kind of glowy look. It's just so flattering. And I love that it's not too dark, not too bright. Just make you feel like you're wearing clown makeup. So again, this is shade Sisterly. If you haven't grabbed this yet, highly recommend. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks, Brenda. I am from San Diego, born and raised. All right, so now we're gonna just pop it on this side. And I love tapping my blush on. I feel like I have more control over where it's going and how much is going there. So just like that. And again, it comes in the Kudos. So if you're not familiar with what the Kudos is, it's basically like our monthly deal. Every month it's something different. So this month you're going to get the blush of your choice, 2 liquid eyeshadows of your choice, any lip product, and then you can upgrade it with the foundation, which I have pinned right here in the comments. Nancy, I have it pinned right here in the comments. The brand is called Unique, and you can message me if you need any recommendations or any help picking out products. Lisa, you'll send a picture to me. So the easiest way to do so is if you tap on my face right now, a little description window will pop down, or you can exit out of the live and get to it that way. But you'll basically just tap on my name, Rhea Coleman, Rhea Hope, Beauty by Rhea Hope, depending where you're watching this from, because I share it to all my pages. We covered. You'll see an option to be able to send me a message. Send me a message there, and I know, Heather, it's so hard for me not to sing it every time I say that. Send me a message there, and I'll respond as soon as I get off here. The brush that I contour with is called the Tapered Blusher Brush. All right, so now for brows, we're just going to throw these on, and then I'm going to do my highlight because I almost forgot. So we're using the brow pencil in the shade Medium. This is my favorite way to do my brows. It's fast, it's easy, it's stunning. If you are trying to grow out your brow hair, if you don't really have a ton of it, you can use the Esteem Lash Serum. And you can use it on your brows at nighttime, and it'll help your brows grow as well. So what I use on my brows and my eyelashes every night before bed, and I swear it makes them grow like weeds. All right, so what I naturally do is just follow the natural shape. So wherever my hair goes, that's where we go. So we're gonna go start here in the front. So see how I have that brow hair here. So we're just gonna take it all the way to the arch. And this is where you can kind of fake an arch too. So I don't really have that big of an arch, but I'm gonna fake it. So we're gonna take it, and then once we get to where we kind of want the arch going, we're just gonna go straight down throughout the tail. So it's almost like we're stopping. Straight down, and then where we have the front of the brow, I'm just gonna draw straight up, and then we're gonna connect it all. So I don't really have any brow hair in this front portion of my eyebrow because I have psoriasis. And I used to get it really severely in my eyebrows, and it would like pull out all the brow hair. It has started to grow back using the Esteem Lash Serum, but it's not as thick as I want it to be, so we're faking it. So we're just going to simply just kind of color in. So connecting it here on the bottom, and then again, take it to the arch, and then straight back down. You're not going to kind of curve it out. You're just going to go straight back down, if that makes sense. But honestly, this pencil makes it so easy because of how dainty it is. You get really precise application. So you can kind of like slowly etch it together rather than using one of those like bigger brushes you're going to find at like Walmart or whatever. And then you're going to put it on and you're like, I have to comb it out. Now, if you did go too dark or you feel like you went too high or whatever, you can turn this brush around, this pencil, and use the spoolie side, and you can kind of comb through, and it's almost like an eraser. Also, another good tip, if you get mascara anywhere, let it dry, and then use this spoolie side to scratch it off. Won't mess up your makeup, and it'll take it off. So, brows are done, but let's highlight. So, favorite product right here for highlighting. This is called the Touch a la Mode Luminizer, and this is in the shade Lustrous. This is my favorite color. Now, if you have more mature skin or a lot of fine lines, this is going to be your jam. The cream highlight, look how pretty that is so good for that because it's not going to fall into any fine lines or creases. It kind of sits on top, which is really nice. So if you want that really gorgeous, like dewy finish, see the difference? See how it just gives you that really pretty glowy look? It's really pretty for photographs. And then for the summertime, which I do plan on doing my summertime makeup look, it's on my to-do list this week. I love doing just the highlight and the blush. So you get this really pretty, like really dewy look, glowy, to your skin. All right, so now for this guy right here, this is the Touch a La Mode Luminizer in the shade Lustrous as well, but this is in the powder form of it. And we're just going to pop this on the same spots. We're going to use this to kind of blend out, but it also just kind of maximizes the highlight. So just like this, right on top. But see how that kind of like blends it out a little bit? And we used our finger to apply it because that's going to really melt it into the skin from the warmth of your hand. All right, and then you could put this highlight, let me show you where else. You could put it like right here on your Cupid's bow. Put it on your brow bone, and then tops your cheeks. So that's where I would personally put it. All right, so now we're done with our brows. I usually do it the other way around, but we're doing things crazy today. All right, and then for eyes, I'm going to use the eye pencil in the shade Perfect, and we're gonna sharpen it with this sharpener right here. It's like $7 on our website. It's amazing. It sharpens your eyeliners, lip liners without jacking them up. It's perfect. And now we're gonna do this just on the waterline. And I like doing this before I do my mascara. Before I do my eyeshadow. Because when you smoke out the bottom, you're also gonna smoke out the eyeliner. So it kind of is a two birds, one stone kind of thing. So that's on, and this is like $15 and actually stays put. Thank you so much for sharing, Janice. That means so much to me. If you guys haven't done so yet, please, please, please click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. What do you suggest for 51-year-old to smooth out uneven tones and huge pores? Message me, Jennifer. I will definitely give you a good recommendation on coverage for you. All I need is a selfie. Send me a selfie, Jennifer, and I would love, love, love to help. What highlight did you use? My phone froze. I used the Touch a La Mode Luminizer in the shade Lustrous. This guy. So it's under highlight on my website. Yeah, the Kabuki brush is bomb. Okay. So now for eyes. You guys ready for this? You ready for this? Dun, dun, dun. All right. So we're going to do this really easy bronzy eye look. I'm telling you it's easy. Easy peasy. And it's really fast. Which I know you guys are all about that fast life. Okay, so what brushes I swear by is these three. Fluffy crease brush, liner shader brush, and the cream brush. These are your go-to brushes right here, these three. If you get any eyeshadow brushes, these should be it. You're going to use these for literally any and all eye looks that you want to do. So those three. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with this color right here, which is Astute. So for this bronzy eye look, I like to kind of work backwards almost, and we're gonna start smoking it out now rather than later. So we're gonna start with Astute, and this is gonna be like our transition base color. So Astute is gonna be this like really light matte brown, and works with pretty much all eye colors, or like eye anything. Smoky eyes, light eyes, dark eyes, whatever. And then when you're applying this, you're just going to think rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. Helps you to kind of blend it out as you go, rather than having to blend it out later. And then I always do this outside corner. I always like spin it, which kind of darkens it up. And the outside. So spin and then rainbow, zigzag. Same thing over here. Rainbow, spin, zigzag. Okay, so now that we have our base color on, we're going to move right along into this color right here, which is gingerly. Love this color. I feel like this is probably one of my most used colors just because it goes with everything. It's so pretty. So we're going to go in with gingerly. And we're just going to focus that on the crease and the brow bone. You guys are awesome. Perfecting Mask helps pull out the gunk from your pores, helps clean them and shrink them. Amen to that, girlfriend. As well, so I would use that mask, the Perfecting Mask, in combination with the Brightening Face Mask. The Brightening Face Mask also is going to shrink your pores and tighten your skin, but it also brightens up your skin. So if you're looking for like a whole revitalizing your skincare routine, the face masks are definitely the way to go, and to be very diligent with using them. Use them, I mean, you cannot overuse them, honestly. I would use them probably 2 times a week. And whenever I use the exfoliating face mask, I always follow it up with the Perfecting Face Mask. Alright, so now that we have gingerly on, again, I do the same thing. Swirl and then bring in. Do you clean your eye brushes after each look? I do not, but I actually found this with unpacking, which I've had this forever ago. So this is called an Artsy. I got it on Amazon. Message me, I'll give you a link to it. It's this like sponge. If I can open it. Oh my god. There you go. So it's like this sponge. Here, let's show you an example. You can take it, dirty brush, the sponge, and then you just kind of swirl it inside. And it takes the makeup off. Isn't that cool? Message me for a link to that. I found it when we were unpacking. I was like, oh, I remember I used to use that all the time. But anyway, thank you. What mask after exfoliating? The Perfecting Face Mask. So I do the exfoliating face mask to open up my pores and start to remove all the dead skin. And then I put the Perfecting Face Mask on after. And that like pulls out all the gunk and helps to tighten your pores. So those two together, your skin is literally going to feel like a baby's butt afterwards. It's so good. And I do that every week. Once a week. And whenever I don't, or I skip a week, I can see it in my skin. My makeup looks like crap. I feel like my skin feels like heavy and cakey. I swear, you guys, that regimen's to die for. Okay, so now that we have gingerly on, and I always keep like a clean, empty brush nearby to just sweep away anything that's fallen. And now we're ready for the star of the show. So this guy right here, yes, the old detox one. Yes, exactly. And it's the same formula. They just changed the name. Okay, so now we're going to take the liquid eyeshadow, and like I said, you get 2 of these in the Kudos. So this is the shade Ornate, and it's this really gorgeous bronze. And I'm telling you, this is the easiest eye look you'll ever find for Bronzy. So you're going to just start in the center and then move inward, upward, outward. You do not need to be worried about being super neat and tidy. It does not matter if you go higher, lower, anything. Then you're going to take your cream brush, and you're going to take this, and you can even use your finger if you had to. But I like the cream brush better. I think it applies it a little bit cleaner. And then you're just going to stick to the eyelid, and you're just going to go over that whole area. And then you're going to kind of make a really weird face. And you're going to kind of pull the edge up like this. Like feather. Feather it up. Feather, feather. Just like that. How easy is that? Isn't that amazing? Guys, I love it. And it's almost like very metallic-y, so it makes it look a little more eye-catching, or like a little more intense than it probably is. And it is amazing. Okay, so again, this is the shade Ornate. And you're going to go, I'll try to get nice and close. Actually, I think I can zoom you in. Hold on. We're getting personal. All right, so same thing right here. And then inward, outward, See how I'm sticking to just the eyelid? Gosh, I don't think I've ever had you guys in this close. Hello. All right, so same thing. So I'm just kind of putting it back. And then we're going to take the cream brush. And then this is where we're kind of like smooshing it around because it's liquid, but it dries extremely fast into a powdery finish. It's crease proof. It's smudge proof. So if you have super oily eyelids, this is going to be your BFF. See, I'm just kind of like feathering that up like that. That's it. Do you guys like being this close? I don't know if I like you guys being that close. Like, I don't know. But not so good. Oh, I love it. And then you can make it more pigmented by just putting another layer on. And sometimes if I do want it to, I'll just focus it on the center. And then again, kind of feather it out. Just in the center. And you can use multiple of these colors. So you get 2 in the Kudos. So what I would do is I would get one for like every day, like the shade Reverent or the shade Businesslike, and then I would get like a fun one like this. So the shade Egotistical or this one, Ornate. Yes, Hooded Eyes, Jody. This would be amazing because it doesn't crease and it doesn't move. So it draws the attention. See how you really see it? You know what I mean? It doesn't like, even if I had hooded eyes, you'd still be able to tell what's going on underneath. And I love these for my mom. I'll try to get her over here soon to do a tutorial with these on her. Oh, it's helpful? Okay, I'll try to bring you guys closer soon again. But I love these because even if you have a lot of wrinkles on your eyes, it doesn't crease. It's just going to stay. So that's why the cream brush is really important because you're kind of applying it in all areas. It's not just like sitting on top. Yes, I will put a full product list in the comments after I get off, Kathy. So if you haven't yet commented, make sure you do. Even if it's just an emoji, that way Facebook will be like, hey, Rhea commented back on her live video. So if you haven't yet, make sure you comment something. All right, so now we're going to take this shade right here, which is Gullible. This is chocolate brown, and we're going to take the liner shader brush by Unique, and I'm just going to drag my my brush into that, and then we're just going to drag this underneath the lower lash line, and this is going to give it more of that finished kind of smoky look. It's like going to finish it up. So we're just dragging this underneath. And you can do this as bold or as not as bold as you want. And then I always kind of like fling it out here to kind of connect the whole eye look. All right, same thing on this side, underneath. And dragging. Can't wait to get my eyeshadow, yay! Thank you so much. I know I've missed you guys too. I'm excited. I was telling my husband we don't have any travel plans for quite a few months, and I don't think I've ever been excited to not travel. I don't think I've ever traveled this much in my entire life in the last like year and a half. Although we are going a lot of places this year. We'll be in Boston in May because I'm speaking at an event. And then we'll be in Denver in August for convention. Those are the only 2 that I can think off the top of my head right now. And we'll be in New Orleans for a friend trip sometime this month too, or this year. That trick makes me feel so fierce. Yes, I love it. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Fake it till you make it, girlfriend. I need to get some brushes. Trish, message me and I would love to help you. You are from Boston. Well, you'll have to tell me like where the best places to go because my husband and I have always wanted to visit. It's been on like our to-do list, our to-do destination list. So yeah. Thanks, Kathy. I'm so glad. All right, so now we're pretty much done. So here's another trick. When you're done with your eyeshadow, if you did make a mess or it doesn't look as sharp as you're wanting it to, what you can do... Hold on, let me make this side a little bit more... Okay, what you can do is take that blending bud that you put on your foundation with, and you're just going to very quickly bounce this right underneath. It's going to pick up any eyeshadow that may have fallen, and it'll sharpen up a little bit without making it look like a cat eye, you know? All right, last thing before I forget is I'm going to take the crease brush by Unique, and I'm going to take this color right here, which is Unworldly. It's the color name. We're going to grab that, and I'm just going to kind of pop this on the inner corner. It's not as light as I was wanting it to. I just kind of grabbed it because I was like, oh, I want an inner eye color too. Just like that. Okay. So now we done. Now let's set our makeup and then we'll do our lashes and our lips. Oh, I love that feeling. It feels so good. But honestly, if you do not spray your makeup when you're done, it's so important to do so. It's not only going to make your makeup look much more flawless, it takes away that makeup-y look or the powdery look, but it also is going to prep and prime your lips and your lashes for the products about to come. So that's super important. So just like it's a crime not to prime, same goes for your face and your lashes. So speaking of that, we're going to take our lash primer, which is so important for making your lashes look incredible. Hydrates your lashes, gives you even more length and volume, helps them curl. It's amazing. It's a must. Must. So lash primer on first. If you guys haven't tried this yet, you guys need to do it. Seriously, it's a game changer for your lashes. Okay, lash primer all the way on. And then we're going to go in with the 4D mascara, this guy right here. Martha, shake it up. And then you can also kind of turn the nozzle. That sometimes will help. And if there's still an issue, telling you, Unique's customer service is the best. We're like the Nordstrom of makeup. Just send them a message or call, and they'll be able to send out a new one or help you troubleshoot it and make it work. But they're amazing. I call customer service. Yes, see, exactly. They are good. I was in Denver in July. Awesome. Oh, but you got sick. Dang it. Yes, the primer is seriously amazing. It gives you even more length and volume. So if you have stubby lashes or like short, straight lashes, you definitely need to try it. And then 4D mascara is right on top. I love this mascara because it gives you the most amazing length and volume. So it's dual bristles, so you get the large and the small bristles. Large ones have the gel, short ones have the fibers, so you never have to worry about the fibers falling into your eyes. So good. All right, same thing over here. And then I always kind of dust like the back sides of the lashes. And I kind of like blink onto the one. I find that applies it a little bit heavier at the base, which helps your lashes look a little thicker. And you could do as many coats of that as you want. And that's so good. All right, so then I like to top it with my Epic waterproof mascara. One, I love the applicator of this guy. And then two, it makes your lashes waterproof. So yes, please. All right, so one little dust of that. And we done. And that's so good. Hello. Thank you so much. I know I've missed you guys too. All right, so now for lips. So because there is a lip product in this month's Kudos, I've been helping a lot of you guys out picking out yours, which I love doing. But I wanted to answer you guys like on a general basis. So if you have been looking for like your nude lipstick, it's such a hard thing to find, which you think like, oh, all nudes will look good, right? Wrong. Some of them are too pastel, some of them are too pink, some of them are too nude. This combo though, I don't care who you are, I don't care what color lip you have, this color combo will look good on you. So if you've been looking for like the nude lip combo, this is it. All right, so lip liners can vary. I'm going to use the lip liner in the shade Prudent because that matches my lips the best, but yours might be Pouty. So Pouty or Prudent, excuse me, message me and I can tell you which one. All right, so this guy, what are your two favorite liquid eyeshadows? Ornate, which is one I have on, and Reverent, which is what I used 2 days ago. What brush do you use for your bronzer? The tapered blusher brush. This guy right here. Tapered blusher brush for the bronzer. Swear by it, Brittany. Will they come out in the 4D in brown? I do not know. But Terry, they do have the Epic mascara in brown, and it's amazing. Okay, so now lip liner. So lip liner in Prudent. Liner, let's set this. It's my favorite one. Okay. Liner lips on top. Where'd you get your sweater? Thank you. I'm gonna give you guys all the links on my Instagram story as soon as I get off here on my sweater, my earrings, my jewelry, all the things. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name on there is Rhea Hope. Okay. And then I'm actually gonna hop back on and do my hair after this. My hair is so greasy. I'm gonna show you guys if you struggle with really oily hair, what to do. What to do. Okay, so then once we have our lip liner on, I'm just going to kind of dust it throughout the lip, which helps to kind of cling onto the lip product even better. And then, ready for the color that is all color perfection on anyone. This is the Obulence lipstick, and this is in the shade Affluent. Who has this already and who agrees? It looks amazing. So Affluent lipstick, I'm telling you, is the nude color. It's so good. It looks so pretty on everyone. Okay, so then what I like to do, so I take my finger, and then I'm just going to massage this in. Helps to kind of blend it out with the lip liner and make it look really nice and smooth. And that's so good. Oh, it looks so good. Yes, I know. Isn't this really good? What brow shade do you wear? I use the shade Medium in the brow pencil. Yes, right? So good. What if you have no lips? Lip liner is a perfect way to fake it. Lip liner, you just overdraw ever so slightly is a really good tip. And then Affluent lipstick looks phenomenal on. And then we're going to kind of alter the color a little bit. And we're going to use the shade Lucid in the lip gloss. And like I said, the lipsticks are included in the Kudos. So you get to pick whatever lip product you want. Whether you don't have Affluent, whether you don't have Lucid, you can grab it. All right, so we're going to take Lucid and put it right in the center. And just start blending that out. Oh, it's so good, you guys. It lightens it up just a little bit. That's so pretty. I love it. Yes. So lips are, again, lip liner in Prudent, lipstick in Affluent, and lip gloss in Lucid. Prudent, Affluent, this is hard to say, Affluent and Lucid. Tongue twister. Yes. Okay, so for brows, definitely grab the brow pencil, Megan. You'll love it. And then for foundation, we used the Liquid Touch foundation. For bronzer, of course, we did the Beachfront bronzer. And then for the Kudos, if you don't have that yet, definitely make sure you grab it. So you get your choice of any foundation, whether you want the Liquid Touch, pressed powder, etc. You get any lip product, and you get 2 liquid eyeshadows. So if you need any help picking out product, or you need help being color matched or whatever, just message me and I would be thrilled to help you pick out colors. All I need is a selfie facing a window. So I'm going to hop off and then come back on and finish my hair, and then I'll give you guys all the outfit details and jewelry and all of that. All the good stuff, all the fun stuff. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in like 2 minutes.